What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, man. Welcome to the Hangout channel. Hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We're gonna delve into a bit of a controversy with a commercial that KFC actually put out. I guess there were a lot of complaints about it, and I haven't personally seen it myself. I'm not sure how long ago this got put out, but we're going to delve into it, and let me go ahead and give a little bit of the details on what it says here. It says recent KFC controversy center on a polarizing gravy baptism commercial released in the UK, which triggered over 1,000 complaints to the Advertising Standards Authority. Critics condemned it as blasphemous, cultish, and nightmare inducing, with some viewers disturbed by bizarre imagery they interpreted as cannibalism. KFC defended the campaign as a creative attempt to stand out. Um, let's go ahead and look at this damn commercial. I want to see what's going on with it. So I remember back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember this. I can't remember what year it was. It was like about 10 years ago. I think maybe even before then. But KFC was people were protesting KFC because they were saying that they were very cruel to the chicken and how they were like taking the beaks off, plugging them up with hormones. I think they called it Animal 17, and they said it was a controversy on how they treated their chickens, and some of their chickens weren't even real, like some of the meat and stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't play with fast food in general because I don't trust nothing out there no more, man. I might mess around with some like Chipotle or Qdoba, something like that. Subway maybe, but as far as Taco Bell, these chicken, I used to do Popeyes. I can't do that no more because it's just not the same, man. And I just don't trust some of the things that happen behind the scenes with this food, man. So be aware and be careful. But we're gonna roll the footage on this commercial to see what this is really about. It's called All Hell Gravy. HAIL. That's right. I'm so confused. This cannot be a real commercial. Baptized in gravy. What? Okay. I have no idea. It was a very strange video. I don't know what the controversy of it is. I mean, I guess it could be looked at cannibalism as far as him turning into the chicken itself. When he was in the gravy, baptized in it. I don't see too much of a controversy, but somebody's going to break it down for us. Um, from the truth is, we're going to take a look into seeing what he basically is stating on what this commercial really represented.
Back in March 2025, KFC released a commercial so dark that over 1,000 people filed complaints to have it taken down. They claim this commercial was not only extremely disturbing, but it was also religiously insensitive. You may be wondering what about this fried chicken commercial offended people so much. Well, it was how KFC showed their chicken being made in this scene that had everyone asking
That
questions.
is
In the
strange.
commercial, a man is depicted walking through a forest when, out of nowhere, he happens to stumble upon a cult doing some strange ceremony in the woods. When they spot him, they grab him instantly. He's then taken down to a lake made of gravy, where he's dumped into the gravy before re-emerging as a piece of fried chicken. The woman then waves the piece of chicken in the air, as if they were about to eat it. This was easily one of the darkest commercials ever put out. When people saw this, they were left completely speechless. Not only did the commercial show what appears to be a cult-like group snatching random people lost in the woods, but also many felt that it seemed to imply that their chicken might be the other white meat. People felt
Mm.
that the way they showed the man being dumped into the lake of gravy and coming out as a piece of their chicken was the company basically implying just that. They also complained that this moment seemed to mimic a baptism. Now, I'm not here saying that this is what KFC is doing at all, but I'm not going to blame people for believing this either. There really aren't many other ways to interpret this commercial. Whether KFC did this intentionally or not, the imagery isn't leaving much room for any other interpretation. The man was literally transformed into a piece of chicken by a cult in the woods. Now, when the backlash finally reached its peak, KFC responded by doubling down. They felt people were just overreacting and refused to pull the commercial. What do you think? Were people just overreacting, or do they have a right to be mad? I personally feel this commercial was way too dark, and I can't see how it was helpful in selling chicken. After watching this, I did not at any moment think, wow, a crispy fried man chicken is exactly what I want. But
Yeah,
KFC
that's
isn't
weird.
the only brand doing this. Why have commercials gotten so dark nowadays? Half the time, you can't even figure out what they're trying to advertise. It seems that these companies choose really disturbing ways to advertise their products. Today, we are breaking
Well,
down the darkest commercials ever made and trying to figure out what they're really telling us. By the end of this video, you will be left wondering why in the world
I
did
mean, it's right there. You know, it's led by these people, the powers that be behind the scenes. You know, when it comes down to like the secret societies and the royal bloodline families, man, like the real it's real. And they believe in that satanic bullshit, man. So they are literally trying to reprogram us, brainwash us, reprogram us, and make us their slaves. You know what I'm saying?
these companies even make these ads? In 2013, Mercedes aired an ad during the Super Bowl that is quite literally insane. The commercial stars actor
I
William
saw
Dafoe
this.
as the devil and starts with a young man staring at a billboard that's being put up for a new Mercedes car. Out of nowhere, the devil pops up at his table and offers him a deal. He shows him everything he can give him in exchange for his soul. We are then shown the man pulling up to a Hollywood red carpet in the Mercedes from the billboard. He is now famous, walking the red carpet and taking pictures with celebrities. At one point, he's even shown dancing with Usher. After the vision,
That's
the
crazy.
devil asks him if he's ready to make the bargain. Right before he signs the contract, he notices the price of the car and realizes he can afford it without selling his soul. This was an insane commercial to air at the Super Bowl. Now, while I get the point it's trying to make, that the car is now affordable so you don't have to sell your soul to buy it, there are so many things this implies that are just a bit concerning. The whole concept of the devil offering him a deal for a car is an interesting choice for a luxury car ad. When he's shown the vision, the way he's depicted as a celebrity could be interpreted as the commercial implying a dark bargain is required to become famous. He basically told the guy, if you sign your soul away, I can make you a star. You can have the nice car you want, the girls you want, and the life you want. It's really hard to see this commercial and not think that this is what it's saying. My
What I
question is,
don't get,
why would a sophisticated luxury car brand want to be associated with this idea? What's interesting is that this commercial seems to be inspired by an older Argentinian commercial from the 90s. While Mercedes-Benz and its ad agency never officially stated it was a direct remake, the advertising community and car enthusiasts immediately noticed the heavy parallels. Both ads share a nearly identical premise. In the 1998 commercial, a man is seen about to crash into a semi-truck when out of nowhere, time stops. The devil pops up in the back of the vehicle and offers to not only save him, but make him a star if he trades him his soul. Just like in the Mercedes commercial, the man rejects the devil and this time saves himself. Now, isn't this an odd way to
It
sell a car?
is.
What point could they be trying to make with
I'm
this
telling you.
commercial?
And the thing is, why would my question to these, athletes, actors, these entertainers, they're really ready to sell their soul for 5 minutes of fame and fortune. You know what I'm saying? This is just temporary. But these people are willing to sell their souls, and they have sold their souls, man. And I will never understand that ever. I will never get it. Why would you want to sell your soul? Your soul shouldn't have a price on it to begin with. That is God's gift to you, man. And you want to sell it for 5 minutes on this planet. Come on, man.
It also makes you wonder why two car companies chose this exact same concept. Now, if you thought this commercial was dark, wait until you see what Match.com put out in their 2020 ad named A Match Made in Hell. This commercial was produced by Ryan Reynolds' agency, and it's one of the darkest ones I've seen. The commercial starts with the devil sitting on his throne in the underworld when he notices a notification from Match.com. He opens it up, and it shows that he was matched with a girl named 2020. They then show the devil traveling to the surface to meet the girl, and they fall in love and become a couple.
It's
There's
crazy,
even a
man.
scene where they're shown stealing toilet paper together, which is a 2020 joke.
Hi. 2020?
Please, call me 2020.
That's crazy to me. What is the
So are you done?
fascination?
Hell.
What is the fascination with wanting to worship Lucifer or your Satan? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a sick, demented, like, obsession with wanting to worship Satan, dude. It's crazy to
Me
me.
too.
This ad always stuck out to me, and I remember seeing it all the time back in 2020. There was another one they used to show too around this time that showed the couple on what seemed to be a reality TV show. I honestly am not quite sure what exactly they meant to imply by this, but what I got from it was quite dark. In the commercial, the woman is named 2020, like the year the shutdown happened. 2020 is shown to be in love with the literal devil. It's like the commercial was implying that the 2020 situation was, in a way, connected to him. The imagery in this
Mm.
one was truly disturbing, and considering everything that was happening at the time, I think it was highly questionable. While I can't tell you exactly why they chose to put this one out, all I can say is what a strange commercial for a dating app. I wonder what was the thought process behind this one. While Match.com's ad was about falling in love with the devil, Taco Bell's commercial depicted joining the secret group that serves them. In 2017, Taco Bell released a string of ads that many noticed depicted some very interesting imagery. In the commercial, they showed two people scanning a dollar bill to gain access into a secret club. When they get inside, they show people walking around in cloaks and masks in a room full of strange symbols. The ad is basically showing
Why?
people getting initiated into a secret group. Throughout the commercial, they constantly show very specific imagery, like in this other commercial where they depict one of the founding fathers doing this hand symbol on the wall. While the ad
Right in
was
our
meant to be a
face.
joke about online theories, no one seemed to understand what any of this had to do with selling tacos. But the one thing that stuck out to me from this commercial was when they said this.
And all these layers only cost $1. Something's not stacking up. Is the $1 stacker reserved for a secret society? Or just anyone with $1? The answer is yes.
I wonder what in the world they meant by that. Just like the others, the theme they chose just seems highly questionable. I just don't understand why companies find this as a useful marketing pitch. Why do
2020,
you
man.
think they keep depicting this over and over? And in the next ad, things only get worse. Liquid Death is also guilty of making several strange, dark-themed commercials for their canned water
Why would somebody even want to drink something called liquid death? I am not touching that, man.
that are highly questionable. In 2019, they released an ad where they hired a so-called witch doctor named Mystic Dylan to
They're
cast a
literally telling you that this drink will kill you. Like if you have enough liquid death, it's ultimately going to affect your health and you're probably going to die.
Spell over their entire inventory for the month of October. The commercial jokingly warned customers that drinking the water would turn them into magnets for demons. To undo the
Wow.
curse, the brand sold 99-cent curse reversal spells on the Liquid Death website.
We come in here to curse this place, but first we make it a sacred space. Hecate, goddess of the crossroads, ghosts, spirits, and necromancy. Hades, guardian of the underworld. Persephone, his bride and goddess of death. I call in the waters of liquid death and curse it with a witch's breath.
Ain't that a bitch?
We summon the spirits of heaven and hell and call you forth by ringing a bell. We go and light the sacred flame and call the demons by your name and curse the contents of liquid death. Curse this place, invade this product, invade those who would consume. The spell is cast, the water is cursed. Try as you may, it is hard to reverse.
Nah, I'm good. I cannot believe that's a commercial ad for them. That's insane to me.
As a follow up to that commercial, they release a commercial showing a witch pulling spirits and demons from the underworld and trapping them
Mm.
inside limited edition cans of water. She is literally heard saying that they're casting spells on every can.
Have you ever heard of a real witch summoning demons and trapping them inside cans of water? Inside this very warehouse, it's the entire inventory of liquid death and water. Each can is about to be infused with real demons by a real witch.
A lot of what I practice can be considered traditional witchcraft.
What you're about to witness is very real, very dangerous, and in my opinion, a terrible idea.
We enter into the dark half of the year. Now is the time of the dead. I ask you, spirits, those who are listening, I invite you here. I offer this water as a vessel for you to come into this world. When the cans are opened, you are released. I welcome you. Now is the time of the dead.
Demon-infused liquid death.
All right,
If you
y'all,
drink
I'm
it,
gonna cut this a little
will you
bit short. I just can't believe some of these commercials really exist, and they blatantly just tell you right in your face that they're into this satanic bullshit, man. And it's disgusting, and it's a terrible look, man, for the community. But let me know what you think in the comments below. How do you feel about these corporations, man? Let me know, and I'll be in touch with you. One love.